another video. Your girl Charlene, and today we're yet gleaming through the chapter of Esther. Of course, we know that Esther is going through her purifications at this time, which is she's being purified with myrrh and with good scents and fragrances and things, and getting prepared for who? The king. And so let's get started. Okay. Esther. Okay, and Esther had not shown. Okay, first let me go back and do the kind of digress here and bring us up to par. Okay, the Chamberlain, which is Haggai, has put in motion a plan for King Osiris to for another queen. And in his doing so, there is this wonderful lady named Esther that is getting ready to be basically crowned queen. But before going there, she will have to go through several months, almost a year of purification. In her purification, she is going to be oil with myrrh, 6 months of oil with myrrh, 6 months of good sense of odor, good odor sense, and for her purification, just like pampering. You know, if anybody has gone to a spa, have had a spa day where tie the hair up and maybe get some facial makeup on, do a big body wrap, all the way down to massage all over the body and everything like that. Well, these ladies here will not this will be completed for them. They will go a year of this pampering. Now that brings us to verse 9. Let's do verse 8 first, okay? So it came to pass when the king commandments and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shanshan, the palace, to the custody of Haggai. See, these ladies just wasn't coming in and going out. They were in the custody of the chamberlains. That Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the women. And the maidens pleased, and Esther pleased Haggai. She obtained favor. She obtained kindness of him. And he did what? Speedily gave her her things of purification. And not only that, he also made sure that she got the best room in the palace. So, we see here that God is that Esther is being favored. And someone would ask the question, why is it that she's the one that Osiris is finding is Haggai is finding favor? Because this is a divine move. See, this ain't no physical. This is not nothing dealing with the worldly things. This is a spiritual move. See, when that's just like asking God for a husband or asking God for a wife. You want the best God has to offer. So even as you're praying and fasting and asking God to ladies, to bring this man into your presence, men, a man that findeth the wife, a man that's findeth the wife, findeth the good thing. And so we see here that there's an order. And some people will say, some ladies say, Lord, I've been praying for year after year after year. Well, guess what? Just as you feel as though you should feel as though you're valuable to God. The man that or woman that God is going to send you is valuable also. So it may take a length of time, before God begin to reveal who this person is to be in your life. It may take some time. So just be patient. Just be patient. Esther had not, now listen, this is another point too. Esther had not shown her people nor her kindreds, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it. Okay. Let's think about. Okay, now when God is doing something in your life and you know it's God, hold on to God's promises. Those promises are not for everybody else. They're for you. When he giving you little showing you little scripts of how he's bringing together, hold your mouth, be quiet, and let him do it. Let him hinder it. Let it not be hindered. Because we don't want anybody to hinder it. We definitely don't want to be saying things and it be hindered. So we don't want it to be hindered. So let God continue to do his work in its entirety. See, so that's why Mordecai had told her specifically, do not say anything about this to your people. Be quiet. Because sometimes it be folks close to you in the family that, and it's sad to say, that don't want to see you have, with blessings. So, and I'm not saying all families like, some families love to see their family members being blessed. See, and there are some that are different. So now, I'm going to go on just one more verse here. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. Now, this is the uncle. He's concerned. And not only that, he knows that this is a move of God. This is a move of God. And he knows that Esther is he has to know that there's something special about Esther. And so he's, want to know each day. Mind you, she's been there almost a year. And every day he comes to the house of women. And she must, I can imagine she must sneak away and give him some information about what's going on and how everything is going and different things. And that must have given her some type of constellation or comfort to know that each day she was going to see her uncle, and which is her support team, which has gotten in agreement with her that God is going to do this thing, and he's concerned about how it's going. how it's going. And so that's says a lot about that uncle. That says a lot about that uncle. And he just loves her so, he just loves her. Now when every maiden's turn was come to go into to King Osiris, after that she had been 12 months according to the manner of women. For purification. She had been there 12 months. And thus came every maiden unto the king, whatsoever she desired was given her, to go with her out of the house of women unto the king's house. So, whatever the ladies wanted out of the house of women, it was they could take it with them to the house of the king. Whatever they asked for, whatever they wanted, if they wanted Gucci shoes, Louis bags, whatever, and all types of dresses, name brand, whatever they wanted, they were given it to bring to the king's palace. In the evening she went, and on the morrow she returned into the second house of women, to the custody of Sheazah, the king's chamberlain, which kept the concubines. She came unto the king no more, except the king delighted in her. So these women, they went in the evening to the king's house. In the afternoon, they went and dined with the king, talked with the king, and the king wanted to see whether he could like them, or would find favor in them, or if he delighted in them. And if he did not delight in them, they just was, I wouldn't say they did not come back there the next day, because he didn't find any delight in them. And so Esther has not come up yet. These are the other girls. See, she has not come up yet. So we're going to have to, what we're going to do now on our next, in our next visit here, we'll find out how everything fared with Esther, and which Mordecai wanted to know it too, and I want to know how things went with Esther. And in the meantime, we're going to continue to glean a little bit more. It's getting closer to where, closer to the story where he's going to accept one of these women, and we know that it's going to be Esther. We want to know how it went, leading up to that point. Until then, press like and subscribe, and I would love to have you in this family, and have a wonderful and blessed day.